Angel Creations. Welcome back to my craft room. Thanks for joining me today. Today we are going to make just another easy peasy. We are actually in the middle of a horrible storm. You might hear some thunder and probably see some flashes of lightning. Hopefully we can get through this craft. So I'm gonna just start off by telling you my Super Walmart has a new section, a little corner of the store, and I don't know what they call it, but it's just like Target's dollar spot or Target's what do they call that, fun spot? No, I don't know, but you know the spot I'm talking about, $1 at Target, and they have everything from like $1, $3 to $5. Well, our Super Walmart is doing the same thing. So when you go into one of the doors, there's a little section now, and I'll have to pay attention to what they're calling it, but it's exactly like Target. So I picked up this adorable wooden cutting board for $1.50 at my Walmart. Pretty cute, right? So we are going to be using, I mean, this is a nice little cutting board, even if you don't want to use it for a craft, but for $1.50, I thought this would be a nice little craft, right? So this is the cutting board that you get. All right, so we're gonna throw that away, and then paper came out of there. We're just going to embellish it. I'm going to sand it around the edges a little bit, just to give it that worn out look, you know, like it's been in Grandma's kitchen for a long time. So we're just gonna rough her up. Yeah, so we're having a doozy of a storm. Woo! There goes lightning now. I don't know if you guys hear that. So hopefully we won't lose our electricity while I'm doing this. That's happened to me before too. Alright, so we're just roughing this up, especially on the corners. And, you know, the places that would get worn the most. But for $1.50, this is only 25 cents more than Dollar Tree, and Dollar Tree doesn't have such a nice cutting board like this one. So I said, yes, please, I'll take that right now in my cart. They had plenty of them. It's a real fun section. They have all kinds of things. They have electronics, they have pet supplies, they have beauty supplies, home decor. They even have those towels that you wrap around your body after you get out of the shower. Almost done, almost done. Going up here a little bit more. I hate sanding. I hate it. I want to do my stem a little bit more. I think we will put, I don't know, I kind of wanted to put some jute around the stem, but I'm thinking this is such a nice piece of wood that we might not want to do that. I don't know. Sometimes I get on here with this one idea in my head. Brush all this off here. I love the look of this better already. All sanded down. It's not so nice and neat. And I don't think you guys will notice. I'll show you anyway, but yeah. So I don't think you can notice because this is a real wood plank. And I just sanded it down a little bit. Alright, so now I want to put two different color raffias on here. So let's take out some raffia. And the wild, the stringier, the better, in my opinion. So just kind of do your best to grab a bunch of raffia And the short pieces, I want a little bit more raffia. Gap a little bit more. This is probably too much. Actually, maybe this bunch, we'll put the bunches together. What's the difference, right? All right, so now I'm gonna move this and hopefully you can see what I'm gonna do here. I'm gonna wrap my ribbon, my raffia. I'm just gonna crisscross it, if I can, in front of you. Like this. Kind of like if you were making a, what are those things? All right, never mind, I can't explain it. So I have a circle here. Can you see my circle? And then I have my tails going out this way and my tails going out this way. Make your circle as big as you want your bow and then pinch it. See where the straggler goes, and then pinch it right here in the middle, and that's going to make our bow. And we're just going to get a little tie wrap. I like to do it with a little tie wrap. It's just easier for my fingers. So you just cinch it up, pinch it in the middle. Of course, I put my tie wrap upside down, do that every single time. It's a 50-50 chance and I get it wrong every time. Alright, so now we have our bow. Right? Now, we're not done though. I want some green raffia in this bow. So let's get out, and this is all from the Dollar Tree. So let's grab some green. See if we can get that. Nice, that came out nice. Now we're gonna double this. Like so. But don't worry about the loop at this end, because here, get all those loops together, because we're doubling it, okay? Now we're gonna do the same thing. Let's see, you might be able to see it better this time. We're gonna make a circle and we're just gonna crisscross, just kind of like you were making a ribbon for like a Cancer Society ribbon, one of those kind of things. An awareness ribbon, yeah. All right, let's see if we can get this on here the right way this time. So then you just cinch it up, make a loop, and then you just cinch that up in the middle, and it makes a bow. And you can use another piece of raffia to tie your middle. You can use piece of jute, anything, piece of wire. I like to use a zip tie. And I'm gonna cut this tail off my zip tie right now. All right, so now we have another bow. Nice straggly bow. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put these two bows together so that we have a green and I'm gonna cut my tail off of the raffia one too here. Make sure I got that nice and tight. Like that. And then we're gonna put those together with some berries. Let's cut off our loops though, because we doubled that. So we want to cut off our loops that we made our bow. So what we're doing is we're just layering. We're layering this bow. And to keep it together, we're going to wrap some pip berries from the Dollar Tree right around this. So I'm going to hold it in my hand, in my thumb, take my bunch of berries. Okay, everybody, sorry, we are having some bad weather, and we just got a severe weather storm warning thing on the phone, so it interrupted my video. So sorry about that. So what we did was we put two different raffia color bows together with some of these pip berries. Whoops, not with that leaf. Some of these pip berries that you get at the Dollar Tree. And we wrapped those around the two colors, and then we gave it some little twisty tendrils with a pencil, and I don't think any of that filmed. So that's where we are at with the bow. We're going to put our bow aside, and then I didn't know we weren't filming, so I went ahead and glued on two little, they look like eucalyptus picks that I also got at the Dollar Tree. And then, you know how you get pick stems from the Dollar Tree that have leaves and stuff on them, and then eventually they all start losing their leaves and you have a whole bunch of these? We are going to be using all the little leftover ones that fall off, excuse me, fall off of our stems. I'm going to be using some small ones though, if I can. The smaller the better. So I am just going to layer some leaves right onto my cutting board here. Right over my, I was going to put some jute, I was going to wrap the stem with jute, but I don't want to because I really love the natural wood that we're getting. So now I guess I'll use this little stem here. Don't forget, we are going to be putting on our, hear that storm? We're going to be putting on our big bow. So that's going to cover all these little stems up. And I think I just want maybe one or two more leaves. Let's see. Maybe this one over here. I'm going to cut this big plastic piece off, and I'm just going to glue my little leaf. What a storm. I'm just going to glue my leaf right over here. Like that. And now we are going to put our raffia bow on top of this, and then we will trim off some of our wild and crazies. I want to do a couple of leaves going up. They're all facing down right now, so I think I want to cut off that stem and at least try doing one going up. A little. And should we do another one? Maybe a yellow. Let's do a yellow. Let's just put a little yellow in the mix. And then we will add, then we will add our wild and crazy raffia bow. And we'll still see a lot of our stem. That's what was most important to me, was seeing our wooden stem. Now you could definitely add jute to the stem. That's a very popular thing to do with the pumpkin stem. Let's just trim off this loop that doesn't go. Let's see, where does this belong? There we go. There we go. Alright, so now we're just going to fluff up our little raffia bow by just coming along and separating all of our little loops. Separate them because they can tend to stay in the same little bunch that you made them in. Alright, and now making sure that we have it all fluffed up the way we want it, we're going to glue that right down to our little nest of leaves on our stem. Just pick a good spot in the back. Woo, do you guys hear that? those are lights again, I know it. Isn't that a negative Nancy? Negative Nancy. Oh my gosh, I love this. And we have to give it a little bit of trim of the raffia because it's hanging way past our cutting board. And I am going to stand this cutting board up in my kitchen. And this is a complete project. And I am loving it. Again, another sweet but simple fall project for a couple of bucks. We got the cutting board at Walmart Super Center. They have a new section now that is like the Target dollar spot. So this is a great time for you to give me a thumbs up if you love our pumpkin that we made today. Oh, I'm gonna get off here now. I hope that you be good and do good. Do all the things. Subscribe, ring the bell, hit the buttons, like, and make comments. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one. Bye now.